Hey guys, welcome to Pro Gun, and today we have Dry Fire Training 101. We will cover everything you need to know about dry fire training. First off, what is dry fire training? Dry fire training is firing your gun without live ammo, and you can do it with a pistol, a revolver, a rifle, or a shotgun. Both of these firearms are unloaded. Okay. The basics of dry fire training is you would practice just like you normally do, only without ammo. It's completely safe and you can do it anywhere. Now when you dry fire train, you should make sure that you have no ammo in the room. Most of the heavy lifting or the good quality training you do will be with dry fire training. There are a lot of things that you just cannot do at a gun range. Now, to practice defensive shooting, I dry fire practice from my car, sitting in the living room in case somebody busts in the door while I'm watching TV, kneeling, shooting in low light situations, moving. You can't do those things at the range. Dry fire training is the best way to practice everything you need to improve your shooting skills, sight alignment, sight picture, muscle memory, in the comfort of your own home. You don't have the excuse that you can't get to the range or you don't have ammo. You can do it at home for nothing. So there's no excuse to not dry fire train. If you're not dry fire training, you should start now. You can improve your shooting immediately. And if you are dry fire training, I have a bunch of dry fire training drills I'll be listing shortly. I created a playlist called Dry Fire Training Drills. Keep an eye out because I'll post them there. Now there's a lot of different options when it comes to dry fire training. You can use nothing and just use your gun. Or there are a bunch of products on the market that will greatly improve your skills. So I'm going to show you what those options are. All right, so I'm going to go over my favorite dry fire training products, and that'll help you make a decision on what's right for you. So you can go the cheap route, firearm is unloaded, and use nothing, just wrap the slide. At minimum, I highly recommend these snap caps or dummy rounds. They look just like real ammo, but there is no firing pin and no gunpowder. These do not fire, and it's completely safe. And I like the fact that this is, at minimum, a good way to practice loading and unloading your magazine so you don't look like a dumbass out on the range. Then you have a laser cartridge, which you just drop in your firearm, and when the striker hits the pad back here, it lights up, and it gives you visual representation of where you shoot, which is really nice. And then you have the dry fire mag. What I like about this is when you train, racking the slide just starts getting real old after a while. And that's not how you would train in the real life situation. You're not going to rack the slide every time you pull the trigger. That's just silly. So what the dry fire mag does is you insert it just like a regular magazine. You cannot insert ammo into this, so it's completely safe. You insert it into your firearm, and this just resets the trigger. That's all it does. All right, I'm going to do that off camera because YouTube is kind of goofy with that stuff. Okay? And once you insert it, I mean, this is fantastic. I like the fact that you can just keep pulling the trigger, because when you have to rack the slide, there's no way you could practice follow-up shots. So that's a great option. And then you have the Mantis X10 Elite. This is by far the best dry fire training product on the market. You will improve your shooting skills in just a few hours with this. It's got a very sophisticated algorithm. It gives you diagnostics and feedback. I've already done a review on the X10 Elite. You could use this for dry fire and live fire training. So watch the video for that. So these are the options. And to give you the ultimate dry fire experience, I recommend the dry fire mag in conjunction with the Mantis X10 Elite. And between the two of those, you have the most powerful dry fire training system you can put together. And like I said, dry fire training is where you're going to do most of your quality training. The only thing you're doing at the range is validating that your training works and putting holes in pieces of paper. But in the real world, your target is not going to have rings around it, and it's not going to be standing still. You're going to be moving, you're going to be kneeling, you're going to be doing all kinds of things you can't do at the range. You may have to shoot from your car or shoot from sitting on your couch. You can't practice that at the range. If you're not dry fire training, I can't stress enough how important it is, and you should start that today. You have no excuse. You can do it for free, or you can use products. But either way, I don't care how you do it, just do it. Thanks for watching.